As Prime Network presents Budweiser Champions. Again, everybody, and welcome to the Great Western Forum. I'm Chris Marlowe. Well, we had hoped to showcase the talents of the great Cecilio Espino for you tonight. Unfortunately, his opponent, Antonio Ramirez, hurt his hand, so that bout fell off. But the Forum Boxing matchmaker here, Tony Curtis, has done a great job. He's lined up 2 solid 10-rounders. We have a great card for you. Happy to have working with me Ruben Castillo. If tonight's fights are anything like last week's fights, we've got a great card.
You've got to be talking about the Rabanales and Young Hoon Lee fight, which was a tremendous war, and the people were still talking about it coming into the Forum tonight.
All right, what about tonight's headliners?
Oh, we have a great show once again. We're going to have junior lightweights, Jorge Ramirez versus Greg Pevy. And for super bantamweights, Jose de Jesus Garcia versus Julio Gervacio.
Let's talk about that main event. Garcia and Gervacio together, they have piled up 33 knockouts. This one will not go the distance.
I don't think so, Chris. I was talking to Garcia tonight, and he was telling me if he goes on at 7:30, he wants to be on a plane at 8:30 because his girlfriend is waiting for him in Mexico.
How about the scoring in California?
It's going to be on the 10-point must system. The winner of the round will get 10 points. The loser gets 9. In case of a knockdown, the fighter getting knocked down will get 8. And of course, the gentleman stand up will get 10.
All right. We're coming back. We have junior lightweights in our first bout of the evening. 10 rounds. Jorge Ramirez going up against the Australian national champion, Greg Pevy. Stay with us. Here in Inglewood, California, Chris Marlowe along with Ruben Castillo. Another great night of Budweiser Championship Boxing. To get it all started, let's go up to Jimmy Lennon, Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to a special Tuesday night edition here at the nation's top-rated boxing venue, the Great Western Forum in Inglewood, California. Once again, we have a big night of action coming your way, and it's all brought to you by Forum Boxing Incorporated, along with Budweiser, the king of beers. Now presenting the officials as appointed by the California State Athletic Commission. Physicians at ringside, Dr. Robert Carnes, Dr. Richard Luros. Timekeepers at the bell, also keeping count of the knockdowns, Willie Ariola and Aaron Coslow. Introducing the judges at ringside, trading off duties, we have Marty Denkin, Dr. James Jenkin, Raul Cais, and Chuck Hassett. Presenting the referee in charge of this first bout, he will be giving instructions after the introductions, Vince Delgado. All right, fans, here we go. We are starting off our evening with a featured event, scheduled 10 rounds of boxing. We feature junior lightweights in action. Presenting to you first on my left, fighting out of the red corner, he enters the ring wearing black trunks with gold trim. Coming all the way from Newcastle in Australia, he weighed in at an even 130 pounds. His record includes 19 wins, 12 losses, 10 wins by way of knockout. He is the Australian Junior Lightweight National Champion. Welcome a fighter they call the Dundee Express, Craig Pevy. And his opponent across the ring. On my right, fighting out of the blue corner in this 10-round junior lightweight bout, he is wearing gold trunks with black trim. He is representing the Espinosa Boxing Club by way of Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico. He weighed in at 132 pounds with a fine record of 58 wins, 7 losses, 3 draws, and 46 wins by way of knockout. Welcome the IBF's number 3 ranked contender, Jorge Cocas Ramirez. Once again, here's your referee in charge, Vince Delgado.
Greg, I want a nice clean fight. Shake hands and good luck to both of you.
All right, here we go. The tail of the tape. Ramirez, a couple of inches shorter than PV. The weight, 132 for Ramirez. Last night he was 137, so he has really come down. Age just about even. The reach favors PV. Round 1, junior lightweight, scheduled for 10. PV in black, and Ramirez, we'll call it gold. Craig Pevy, if you didn't hear the ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr., known as the Dundee Express, and that's no crock, Ruben. From Australia. The Australian junior lightweight champ. Talk about his record, 19-12 with 10 knockouts. He has avenged 8 of those 12 losses, so his record a little deceiving. He said 2 of the guys I wanted to avenge, but they retired before I could get to them again.
I tell you what, if you got to lose 5 pounds in one night, that's not very promising. That only leads to one thing, Chris. The conditioning is not that well. But being from the Espinosa Boxing Club, I'm pretty sure he's in great shape.
Well, let's set it up for you. Cocas, and that is Jorge Ramirez. He took the fight on 1 day's notice. He came in last night from Texas at 11:45 p.m. And when they weighed him in, 137. So coming down 5 pounds in a day, they might have to change his nickname to Diet Cocas. What do you think?
There you go. This is on tonight.
Jorge Ramirez, Craig Pevy. Halfway through round 1. Pevy likes to stay on the outside if he can. And of course, Ramirez wants to get inside. They say Ramirez has 46 knockouts. Can that be true, Ruben?
That could be true. He packs a good punch. Of course, when you're out there from the Espinosa Boxing Club, having Frank Espinosa and Albert Davila working with you, that's not surprising to me. A lot of knockouts.
Of course, Albert Davila, former great champ, now the trainer for Jorge Ramirez. Pevy got in a shot there. Back to Australia.
Oh my.
So an overhand right from Jorge Ramirez, and with 20 seconds left, Cocas going for his 46th knockout. 15 seconds to survive for Pevy. And Ramirez all over him now. Can Pevy survive? And it appears he will. And they keep it going.
Oh, the referee took one. Vince Delgado took one right on the chin. He took that punch better than Pevy.
Craig Pevy, his first fight inside the United States. Same with Jorge Ramirez. And he got a quick wake-up call, Ruben.
Here we go with that right hand right over the top. What happened was Cocas feinted to the body. He threw a feint to the body, and he went right over the top. Great right hand.
Pevy, to his credit, got up and fought back, and they are working with him. We should tell you the Australian junior lightweights, the current rankings. The champion is Craig Pevy, and you notice the #1 contender, Jeff Fenech. Now, there is a rule in Australia that you cannot fight for a world title unless you hold the national championship. Well, Fenech holds 2 national championships, but not the junior lightweight. He will not fight Pevy. Why, we're not exactly sure. But Pevy, the national champion, has said he wants to fight Fenech, but he's going to have his hands full tonight with Jorge Cocas Ramirez. Second round scheduled for 10.
That was a beautiful shot. He feinted to the body with the right hand, right over the top, right on the button.
All of Ramirez's fights have been in Mexico. His first fight in the United States. His last fight, he knocked out Pee Wee Parker in November. Pee Wee sometimes can be a tough customer.
He was a heck of a boxer. He used to fight here at the Great Western Forum. In fact, he won the Forum Championship one year. Very, very slick boxer.
Had a chance to talk to Craig Pevy this morning. He's been knocked down, but he's never been knocked out. And he's very proud of that. He's a very determined kid at 27. Asked him about his beard, Ruben. He said, I wear it to scare my opponents. So far, it hasn't worked. If you're Ramirez right now, are you looking for the big shot again?
Well, you are. You're just taunting just the way he's doing. You know, I've watched him after the knockdown. Ramirez, he came on, worked to the body just like a fighter, good fighter should. Work to the body and then work to the top again. He just taunted, waiting for that one shot one more time.
Tentative action here in round 2. Once again, Ramirez in the gold trunks, Pevy in black. Pevy has the reach advantage. You'd think he'd want to stay on the outside, pepper away.
Yes, Pevy needs to throw the jab and outbox, try to outbox Cocas. He's playing the waiting game. He's a little hesitant from that right hand in the first round.
Pevy does not have the one-punch knockout power. He likes to throw his punches in flurries, and he will really need that, just like right there, to keep Ramirez off him.
Sneak right hand from Pevy.
Ramirez, the aggressor. Continuous pressure, trying to cut off the ring on Pevy. Interesting matchup conditioning-wise, Ruben. We know that Ramirez has had to come down and weight 5 pounds in one day. What a diet that was.
I tell you what, it was all mostly liquid. It's got to be liquid.
End of round 2. We're coming back. Marlowe back with Ruben Castillo at the Great Western Forum. We sail into round 3. Jorge Ramirez in gold, and Craig Pevy, the Australian national champion, in black. Pevy has already been down once. An overhand right landed by Ramirez in the first round. Second round, Pevy did a little better, don't you think, Ruben?
Yes, he did, but I still gave the round to Ramirez. He took the fight to Pevy. Pevy's got to get that jab working. Chris, he just got hit with another right hand.
And Ramirez trying to close him out with an overhand right. Another left got in by Ramirez. Oh, big left, and Pevy is down.
That was a very, very short left hook right on the button.
Once again, he has never been knocked out, but he's in trouble now as Cocas tries to finish him off. Round 3. And Vince Delgado, our referee, taking a close look as Pevy not fighting back. Got to stop it. And they do.
I cannot believe how many consecutive left hooks he threw to the body, uppercuts, and over to the top. Unbelievable. For taking a fight on this short of a notice, Cocas looks at exceptionally well. I'm going to spit it out somehow, sometime.
Jorge Ramirez taking the bout on 1 day's notice.
Here's that knockdown, the overhand right hand. Watch this left hook right on the button. Great shot. Okay, here's the end of the fight. Watch the uppercuts up the middle. Left hook. Now watch these uppercuts. Body and up the middle. Pow. Oh, there had to be 20 shots consecutive.
From our overhead camera, you can really see that Pevy really had no defense for Ramirez.
No, those punches were coming to the body, to the head, up the middle, back to the body. Oh, what a left hook.
So Jorge Cocas Ramirez, rated number 5 in the world. Impressive tonight. We're going to come back to the Great Western Forum. We'll have the official decision for you after this. Stay with us.